This is Mark Vogel with the Eagle Tribune reporting from 92 Fountain Street in Haverhill, next door to 98 Fountain Street. I'm talking to a couple of neighbors. The scene you see behind us of a 2-alarm fire that left 6 people homeless this morning. And I'm talking to Karen. What was it like? Do you just recall what you were doing when you discovered that?
I was just getting ready to go to bed and I heard some commotion, so I opened up the blinds in my bedroom and I noticed a lot of black smoke coming out from the basement. I noticed blue lights, so I knew they had called the police.
This was about what time?
Oh, this was about 2 o'clock maybe. We came outside. I woke him up. We came outside and I saw lights up on the 3rd floor, which we know the gentleman up there, Clay. He has a small boxer, and all I can think about is he was still up there because I saw the lights going. And so we came out here to see if maybe he got up, make sure everybody got out okay. And I witnessed his dog was already in a crate on top of his car in front of the house. My reaction was he put the dog there and went back up to the apartment and was still up there. So I was frantic. I was asking them, I kept saying there's somebody up there. And a police officer came over and he said that somebody already told him that somebody was up there. So he went up and busted down the door and found the dog, put him in the crate and brought him down. Clay
and the dog was sitting on top of a roof of a car?
Yeah. Yeah, and the smoke was starting to engulf him, so we picked him up and we brought him over here on the porch where it was safe, and eventually I brought him in the house because he was shaking up.
Tell me about the smoke. A neighbor said that they had a...
It was really, really black. It was just, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just pouring out of the bottom of the house. When the firefighters came, they took an axe and they started busting the windows, and it was just pouring. I mean, just black smoke pouring out of it. And then it started to turn white, so they thought they pretty much got it, but I guess it went up through the side of the house and right out the roof. And it was pretty, you could actually feel the heat from way back here. And a couple of times there, the smoke, you couldn't even see our house. It was just engulfed with the smoke.
Were they thinking about evacuating you from the...
No, they never said anything.
Because they had to water down the house, right? Because it was exposed.
I guess when they started watering down the house, it hit, a lot of it came flying and hit the side of our house. It did roof damage and some water damage up in the attic. And I guess their bedroom ceiling has some water on it, water damage. So, yeah, it was, and then they had fire trucks from Plastow, Atkinson, Lawrence, Haverhill. I know there's a couple of other areas. They actually had 2 of the ladder trucks that shoot water. They had one from this angle and one from that angle. What was it?
Snorkel truck.
Yeah. They had 2 of them.
Hey, Charlie, were you concerned about the property here?
Yeah, when the fire hose hit it from the Lawrence Street side, it was blowing the shingles off, and some of the wood and the fire embers were going on the roof and on the porches. So at that point I called my landlord to let him know what was going on. He told me he'd be back down in about 40 minutes. And until this morning came, I really didn't realize, the power of the force of the water hose, how strong it was. It was ripping the shingles off our house. And that's when we found out about the water damage pretty much this morning. And we kept going pretty much, I'd say till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then the fire trucks stayed here and looking for hot spots and everything, and they were here quite a while.
Karen, what's your biggest concern about this morning?
I guess my biggest concern was...
just as long as everyone got out. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Just everybody got out and they were all safe. But my other concern was that if any of those flames had hit the house, but when I had voiced my concerns, they said that it wasn't a problem. That's the reason why they had this second truck. they would have hosed down our house if they had to. So it was comforting to know that anyways, but my biggest concern that, you know, everybody got out safely. I'm so glad nobody got hurt. You know, and I know one time there, made me a little nervous was the firemen were inside, and I could hear the other firemen yelling at them to get out because the roof was getting ready to collapse. And it kind of scared me because I thought maybe some of them were still in there, but they all got out. Everybody was, you know, safe. That was the main thing.
Okay. Thank you. This is Mark Vogler with the Eagle Tribune reporting from 98 Fountain Street in Haverhill, scene of a early morning fire that forced 6 people, 2 families out of their homes.